The recent Oval Office announcement of a proposed gold card immigration program has sparked significant discussion and debate among immigration experts. This unexpected proposal from former President Trump would offer wealthy foreign investors a path to U.S. citizenship for a $5 million investment, with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick suggesting it could generate $1 trillion toward the national debt. Trump expressed confidence in the program's potential success, stating it would be very treasured and could begin selling within 2 weeks. The proposal faces several significant legal and practical hurdles. First and foremost, presidents cannot unilaterally create new visa categories or pathways to citizenship. This power rests exclusively with Congress. This limitation has affected previous presidential administrations, including Obama's DACA program and Biden's CHNV humanitarian parole program, which could only offer protection from deportation rather than permanent legal status. These programs, while providing some protections, deliberately stopped short of conferring legal status or citizenship pathways due to constitutional limitations. Immigration law experts have been particularly vocal about these limitations. Sharvari Dalal Dini, Senior Director of Government Relations for the American Immigration Lawyers Association, emphasizes that Congress must legislate any new program. Atlanta-based immigration lawyer Charles Cook states plainly that the Trump administration has literally no legal power to create a visa category. This fundamental legal barrier presents a significant challenge to the proposal's implementation timeline. The proposal would supposedly replace the existing EB-5 immigrant investor visa program, which Congress established in 1990. The current EB-5 program requires investments of either $1.05 million or $800,000 in economically distressed areas, significantly less than the proposed $5 million for the gold card. The EB-5 program allows approximately 10,000 investors and qualifying relatives annually, and has been a substantial source of foreign investment in the U.S. These investments must create jobs and contribute to economic development, particularly in targeted employment areas. Commerce Secretary Lutnick's stance on the program has evolved, initially suggesting the gold card would replace EB-5 entirely, but later indicating it would modify the existing program. He specifically mentioned working with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to develop a system where investors would receive a license from the Department of Commerce after making a $5 million investment. However, experts point out that such modifications would still require congressional action. Experts are skeptical about the feasibility of replacing the EB-5 program. Cook, who has extensive experience with EB-5 cases, sees zero chance of Congress eliminating the current program in favor of the gold card proposal. He notes that the total investment through EB-5 over 3 decades would likely exceed what could be raised through a $5 million visa program, as many wealthy individuals might be deterred by U.S. tax obligations. This practical consideration highlights the potential limitations of targeting ultra-high net worth investors exclusively. The proposal raises several practical concerns about implementation and transition. There's uncertainty about what would happen to thousands of current EB-5 applicants waiting for decisions. Dalal Dini points out that pulling the program without addressing these pending cases would be unfair and potentially damaging to the economy, as many have already made substantial investments and are in various stages of a process that can take years or even decades to complete. Some legal experts have explored potential legislative pathways for the program. Nicolette Glazer, an immigration lawyer in California, suggests that while significantly changing the EB-5 program through budget reconciliation would be impossible, a gold card provision might be added if presented as an immigration tariff. However, past attempts to modify immigration law through reconciliation have been rejected by the Senate parliamentarian. Questions remain about how the program would be implemented. Trump suggested companies might be able to purchase gold cards to use as recruitment tools for foreign graduates of U.S. universities, but details are lacking. The vetting process for applicants remains undefined, though Lutnick emphasized it would be a priority. Critics, including Transparency International CEO Mara Martini, warn that such a program could attract corrupt actors seeking to buy their way into the U.S., particularly given the high investment threshold and potential for money laundering. Trump's response to questions about potential Russian oligarch participation, stating he knows some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people, and would possibly sell to them, has raised additional concerns about the program's potential for abuse and national security implications. This statement has particularly alarmed those worried about the program's vetting procedures and security measures. The proposal aligns with Trump's previous approaches to immigration policy. During his first term, his administration attempted to reshape legal immigration by expanding the definition of public charge to penalize green card applicants who relied on public assistance. Critics viewed this as an unjust wealth test, while supporters defended it as promoting self-sufficiency. The Gold Card proposal similarly emphasizes wealth as a key criterion for immigration privileges. Despite the controversy, some see positive aspects in the discussion. Dalal Dini notes that it highlights the need for more green cards and acknowledges immigrants' contributions to the U.S. economy. She suggests this could be common ground for future immigration reform discussions, regardless of whether the Gold Card proposal moves forward. The debate has brought attention to the broader issue of how the U.S. approaches investor immigration and the balance between economic benefits and equity concerns. The Gold Card proposal's future remains uncertain, particularly given the legal requirement for congressional action and the complexity of modifying existing immigration programs. While the administration suggests implementation could begin within weeks, immigration experts emphasize that such timeline is unrealistic given the necessary legislative process and policy considerations involved. The proposal has succeeded in sparking a broader discussion about immigration reform and the role of investment-based immigration in the U.S. system.